understand your DevOps comes under what? It's not a technology. We are learning what? Methodology of existing technology. And where I'm going to apply these skills if I learn this in the software industry. I'm going to apply my skills in the software industry. How can I help in software industry? Already developers are there, software developer who know Java or .NET or PHP or Python. So they can help it. So what's my role here? What I'm going to do here? So now understand the concept here. One. You got something here what? Software industry required automation. Anyone knows about software industry? What exactly software industry do? Developing a software. So we see here we have a LinkedIn, we have a YouTube, we have a Google, and you have a Facebook, and we are using that. So these softwares are developed by what? Software industry, software company. So to develop a software, you require some kind of what? A process. You have to understand the process. That means how the software industry works. If you don't understand about the software industry, how they work, you can understand well about your DevOps skills. You are going to help the software industry. How? By using automation methodology. By using automation methodology. And this methodology we call as what? DevOps. So how you're helping? In a short method, I can say you before this methodology or framework or the process of working or software development, we used to have what? Some other methodology called what? Waterfall or agile. So these are the example of what? The methodology we used to have earlier before DevOps. It's a kind of names of process, of framework. How do you develop the software? What are the process? What are the stages? You're going to do one by one, one by one. After doing all the process, the software comes in the market, released in the market, and we use it. Software is not one day job or 2-day job. It needs a lot of process. It's not only developer. Different teams. A lot of teams are going to work on this to develop a quality-based software. So now, earlier we used to have what methodology? You can say legacy methodology. That is called what? Waterfall and agile. So earlier we were using this and it consumed a lot of time. We find a lot of issues with this process and we are not able to deliver the product on time and very fast. A customer approaches the software industry. Example, I want to build a software. I want to say that online doctor. I want to create application. I want to develop application. Idea. Software is completely based on idea. So I have an idea and you have a technology. Software industry having some idea ready to develop a software, but idea required. So I have some idea. I approach to you, a software company. The software company will collect my idea and analyze my idea. Then they'll plan it, how to implement it. Then after that, example, I can show you this diagram to understand this. Whenever it's like company got order with the software, there are 7 phases of software development lifecycle. Every software industry follow worldwide standard process. That process is called what? Technically SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. software development life cycle. Software is not one-day job, or after completion you're not going to relax. You need to research and you need to get what? A lot of feedbacks, updates, patch up. You have to do that. Means software developers are going to work on a software which is already developed, which is running in a market, even though they have to work on that software. So now, a planning. You can see here, when you receive a request, you need to plan. You need to do what? Requirement, design, and software development, coding start. Then you have to test it, you have to deploy it, you have to maintain. That means whenever something comes to you, you have to take the requirement, you have to analyze the requirement, you have to plan it, and you have to form a team, and then you have to start working. That is called coding, development. Once you have started coding, then it's not after coding you just release in a market. You need quality software, or else the software will have a lot of bugs, a lot of problems, and the reputation of the company will go out, and the people do not believe the software. That's why you have to come with the software with a good testing, quality software. So after developer, we have a what? Testing system. Internal software testing should be there. Functional and non-functional testing. Functional and non-functional. Then, when it's released in the market, it's not relaxed. You have to maintain also. Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Google, ChatGPT, whatever the software you're using, someone is background, some team is maintaining, some professionals are maintaining the software. So what you need to understand here, the legacy methodology before DevOps, we used to have waterfall, agile. When you give an order, so it takes a lot of process. So we find that process, agile and waterfall having some kind of gaps. And after fulfilling the gaps and patching the gaps, we are able to understand the technology methodology called what? DevOps. So what were the things like basically we face? In short, I can say the time of delivery. If you want to deliver a software on time, it's not easy with waterfall agile. It was giving a lot of kind of challenges. You'll find a lot of issues with developer team and testing team, operation team and development team, and always conflicts. People do have what? Conflicts. So now you can see here, waterfall agile methodology is not sure about the delivery of your product. Customer says demanded, I need a software to be launched in the market 6 months. And other customer says, I need 3 months. Other customer says, I need 2 months. So every customer have their own goals. They have some kind of projections. So definitely they demand. And definitely they'll say what? Whatever the time, whatever the money will pay you. But we want what? The businessmen always demand their projection. They want to deliver in January, December, or June. They have some kind of business ideas, predictions. So on the basis of that, they'll demand it. So waterfall agile was not good for delivering the product on time. We were getting a lot of problem of what? Delivering the products. The process is mostly manual process. That's why we were lacking of what? Delivering the products on time to the market. So now, example, I can say, if one software by using agile methodology, if I'm developing, if it is taking 1 year to develop a software, so now because of the cloud computing demand, the market is now going for what? Cloud computing technology, where if you want to run the software, you don't own any kind of your infrastructure, hardware networking. You just go ahead with what? Rental system. Cloud computing is a kind of technology which is basically a rental system. Microsoft Azure and Amazon, Google, Oracle, a lot of companies are coming and providing this facility to you. It's a kind of rental system of what? Infrastructure. Because of this technology, the online application become common. Because of this technology become common, and people demand what? I want my software to be what? In next 1 month or 2 months. Because of the competition of online. It's not only Flipkart is dominating in the market. A lot of different people with the same business, they are doing that. But who come first? They'll just make a word, dominate the market. They'll have a good name and value. So that means every businessman wants that my software should come first. So now the demand for what? The software development should be done very quickly, not 1 year. I want to make it what? 3 months. The customer is demanding, I want 3 months. And mostly people are going for online application. They are converting the business, manual business or traditional business into what? Online. So why? Because of what? It becomes very easy and cheaper because of the cloud computing technology. So now if they want the reduced time for a development, so now the solution is what? Yes, it's possible or not? You have to understand that yes, it's possible. How? A DevOps engineer can help a software industry to do SDLC process in an automated fashion. When you do automation of your all the process, definitely the manual human errors and the slow process, waiting for one team to another team or second team to third team or third team to fourth team. So it's going to be what? Conflicts, delay. So that's all become what? Now removed. That means it's not going to be needed here. A software, a single software can do automation of all the processes very easily. So that makes sense that with the help of this DevOps methodology, we can help software industry to automate the process of SDLC so the software can be delivered on time with good quality. So that's why the demand in the market. So definitely when any kind of like here technology or methodology benefits to the companies, so definitely demand increase. The software industry hunting for what? They're hunting for a DevOps engineer. The person who is going to help the software industry to automate the process is called what? DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer who is not developing the software. Developing software is a developer. Testing the software is a testing engineer. And who is helping between the developer and testing or any operation team. So that person, that domain is called DevOps, and the person who is doing this automation is called DevOps engineer. That means, again you got a title called what? Engineer. That means people love the word engineer because research, right? And a lot of activity will be there, and you need, everyone likes research. Everyone likes that, that work should be very creative. So now, we got an idea that in a short I have explained you the importance of DevOps methodology is because to automate the software development process to be very short, like which can improve the ROI of the company. Improve what? ROI. What do you mean by ROI? Whatever the investment you do for software development and whatever the investment you do to product, like to develop a product, the investment should give returns, good returns, return of investment. That is called profit. In a normal language, we say what? Profit. Definitely every company and employer will talk about what? ROI. If any methodology, if any technology gives benefit to that particular business, definitely they adapt. And people are adapting DevOps methodology in the software industry very fast. And they're looking for that. When methodology is giving the benefit, definitely they'll pay more Because definitely we bother about to learn something and you think about what? Growth. You think about what? Payment, the salary. How I'm going to earn this? Is it going to be 20,000, 25,000, or is it going to be what? 50, 1 lakh, or more than that? Can I earn easily or not? The question. And software development companies are basically the product-based company. Mostly they're earning well. And definitely they pay well to the candidates. Whenever you apply for a product-based company or a service-based company, or service-based company. So who will pay best for you? Service-based or product-based? A product-based company will pay you best. Remember this point. Example, Google is a product-based company. They have their own product. YouTube, they have their own product, the company, right? And you can see that WhatsApp, or you have a kind of you can say LinkedIn. You have a kind of like company, you can say product-based company, Microsoft. And you have a product-based company called Dell, HP. They have their own products. And even you can say something about Meesho, Flipkart, Amazon, right? Alibaba, or you have a lot of services online, and even we have regular services called what? Zomato, Rapido. These are what? Product-based company. They pay well for you. So now, growth and salary is good. So we need to have a survey, how much salary I can earn with as a fresher. The question common is what? As a fresher, can I get a job? One, a question, common question. As a fresher, or we can say what? A job. Or before that, I need to say what? Is it easy to learn? Because I don't have a background of IT. I'm not from IT background. So is it easy to learn? Number one. Because whenever you want to choose anything, don't jump directly because your friends are going. Someone is going. You understand that, yes, what is my understanding, what I can do. Which subject is easy to understand and which subject is not going to be complicated, and even I can earn a lot. And I should get some title of in society, I should get some title. So is there any kind of the skills I need to learn? So you have to think this way. So as a fresher, is it good to go for a job? So the answer is what? Yes. We cannot say no. Because whatever you learn, the question will remain same. Java, .NET, PHP, Python, or security engineer, testing engineer, or you learn about DevOps, or cloud computing engineer. You do anything, the question remains same. Can I get it, after learning this, can I get a job or not? So no one can say no. A lot of people doing the program, they're developing their skills, and they're doing a job. But we can say that the ratio can be different. Sometimes because of what? Market fluctuations. You'll get what? Sometimes jobless, sometimes you'll get more jobs. But here, what I recommend is, whenever you want to learn technology, right now, the IT domain is the best domain. So what you have to do is, you have to learn the skills in a positive approach that I can get a job. That's very important. That is, it's going to be very important that you have to have a positive approach that I can get a job. And a lot of people coming from different domains to IT industry because of what? Flexible job. Payments are good. Growth is guaranteed here in IT industry. That's why people are going with that. Only we have a choice of IT domain. So now what you have to do is IT skills to be developed in a positive approach that I can get a job. And the problem is like here, you have to take a guidelines how to grab the job and how to fetch the job in a systematic way as a fresher. So what are the documentation I have to prepare it? What are the certification I have to do? What are the course and skills I have to do? What is demanded in market? So it's very important JD base, job description, how the market is demanding. You have to understand this. And your documents, your CVs and your kind of education background, you have to check out and what are the fundamental I need to cover up to understand my skills and to make my skills to be strong. You have to take guidance. Definitely you can crack interviews, you can easily go for your job as a fresher, there is no problem. But only thing is what, you have to learn skills, JD base, your resumes or your other documents should be proper, and you apply for a proper portals or you apply with a proper network connects online. So definitely you'll get a job and a lot of calls. Is it easy to learn? Is it easy to learn is going to be here? Yes, compared to the coding, I said that we have two domains, coding and non-coding. If I want to go for DevOps engineering or cloud engineering, so there is no coding requirement here. That means we are not developing a software. The coding part, whenever I say, it's going to be software development. So we are not doing development of software and 100% job of coding. We have a 5 to 10% of coding. Scripting will be there to make our job easy. So scripting is very easier than your completely programming language. So that means comparing with the coding, yes. Is it easy to learn? Yes, easy to learn. Very easy to learn, and you can easily learn the skills, and you can have your strong position on that particular domain, and you can apply for a job. Then next. Next question is what? I have some experience. Some people say like, I have done my degree or graduation in the year 2015 or 2016 or 2018 past, but I have a 5 years gap or 3 years gaps or something. Is it possible if I learn now, can I get job into this? Because I was not into like this domain, I was into different domain, but I have experience about that. Is it possible to get having what? Gaps. So after the graduation, you have a gap, and you are doing something kind of different IT, non-IT domain kind of job. Now you want to jump into IT. Is it possible?
Yes.
If the course start with what? 0. That means from the scratch. That means you need to have fundamental first, foundation, because you are new to IT industry. And the second one is what? You need to have a professional learning also. How the companies are working. So if you have these kind of skills and other guidance you required, a serious guidance required on preparing what? Documents. And the projects are very important. When you have a gap, you have to concentrate on projects. How I should do a kind of projects on cloud at DevOps, what is the process? At least 5 to 10 projects you have to do hands-on. Then there is no problem. No one can stop you to get a job, whether your background is non-IT or somewhere else. No issues. You can get easily. But after learning the course, you have to work on a project more. Those who are having a gaps. Those who are fresher, they just pass out 2020 or 23 and they want to go for a job. So projects are not important there. You need skills. You need some kind of technology to be understand well. That methodology should be understand well. Then you can go it. But whenever you have a gap and you have a kind of, you want to show 3 years and 3.5 and 4 years experience, it's very important you have to work on projects seriously. So we'll help you how to prepare and how to do a projects. It's very important that we need a candidate who are very serious, regular, punctual, and background work. Whatever we give assignments, you have to submit on time. because time is very important for us. We have a dedicated time, we have a dedicated durations. So we have to have a good result in this. So now, you can see here, we have agenda that, as I said, DevOps, developer plus operation. The word comes with two teams. In a company, you'll find developer and operation team. A software developer who develops the softwares. You can see here, to develop software is not one guy. You need multiple people to be that. That means you have to go with what? Multiple developers you required. Multiple developers were required. Now, what I mean to say that you need one team, and then you have to have what? A testing team. You need to have what? A testing team also. So now, after the testing team, you require what people?